So, I just wanted to talk a little bit about the chaos that's going on right now with regards to banning President Trump from Twitter. Um, People on the left are saying it's a private business, they have every right to ban anybody they want to ban. But here's the problem. It's dangerous for all of us to live in a echo chamber. And people on the left love living in an echo chamber. They refuse to have open dialogue and civil debate with people they disagree with, that have different opinions. And to me, I believe that one of the pathways to progress and to grow as a human being and to learn is to have an open mind to people you don't agree with. Because, like Dave Rubin, I think it's Dave Rubin that always says this: you throw every idea out on the table, the best ideas win. And you don't know which idea is going to be the best idea if you block, cancel, or just simply won't listen or silence someone who disagrees with you. Because obviously, I understand you don't want to support or listen to someone who literally is a racist, and what I mean by racist, I mean by someone who literally wants laws on the books to prevent people of other races from succeeding, from starting their own business, living where they want to live, getting credit, going to any schools that they want to go to, and even further than that, races who actually want to kill people, or they want segregation. But otherwise, someone who just has different ideas than you, if you want to change people's minds and change the world, you have to have open dialogue. You're not going to get anybody to your side by blocking them and silencing them, first of all. And when you do block and silence people, they just go underground, this whole business about private businesses doing whatever they want, there's a lot of, I agree with that, but here's the hypocrisy with the left. There's much hypocrisy, actually. They are in favor of shutting down businesses during, this COVID-19 pandemic. They don't believe businesses have a right to open and operate the way they see fit. But Twitter is allowed to operate the way they see fit, right? Only because they're banning someone they don't like. And then, who's next? Who are they going to ban next? If you don't stand up for free speech for everyone, eventually they silence someone you don't agree with, and then they're going to silence you next. And as far as the businesses go, these same people wanted to boycott or put businesses out of business who, like the bakery, for instance, in Colorado, that they were willing to bake a cake for the gay couple, but they just didn't want to write certain messages on the cake. And they offered other options because it went against their religious values or something. They were wrong, obviously. If you want to have a successful business, you should serve all kinds of customers. The problem, though, taking legal action against them, it's ridiculous, because they do have a right to refuse that service if they want to. And with a free market, we all have a right to decide where we want to spend our money. So you let the free market determine whether or not a business is successful, okay? So, like, if a business operates their business the way they see fit, and the majority don't agree, then that business will go under. So instead of taking legal action, you put out a newspaper article or whatever, and don't spend your money there. I'd rather spend my money somewhere that's going to support me anyway, right? So that eventually would put them out of business. Um, so that's what the free market is about, and that, you know, I just think that, for me, you know, I've never been one of those people that shuts out people that I disagree with, because sometimes you can actually learn something from someone else. Um, you know, for me, for a long time, I was very left leaning, but I also held on to quite a few conservative ideas. I mean, I look back and I realize, you know, I was actually kind of conservative in this issue and that issue. So I'm more like a centrist, right? But I mostly voted blue. But the last 10 years, I've been slowly walking away from the Democrats because they've become so insane. And but I've always had an open dialogue and have been open to other people's opinions and ideas. And because of that, I've learned a lot, and I've learned that sometimes I am wrong. And I've also learned, you know, I used to think conservatives are so horrible and hateful, but I've understand where they're coming from. I don't believe that they really are hateful and want to restrict people's rights. I think they've been pushed so much that they are pushing back. So they don't want the government to force them to think, feel, and believe anything in particular. They want the freedom to believe whatever they want to. And I agree with that. And I also believe that people should naturally come around to being open to others. It shouldn't be forced. Nothing should be forced. And it shouldn't be forced by using the government. Like I said, unless someone is actively trying to pass laws that would discriminate against you, or they want to kill you because of your race. Otherwise, I mean, why? I mean, just talk to people. You know, I've come across people that would say hateful things, and I just look at it as their problem, and I live by example. And there are people that I've completely disagreed with on certain things that were anti-Semitic or whatever, but I remained open to them so I could show them that not all Jewish people are what they think they are, and have open dialogue. And then many of them have come around and changed their mind about Jewish people. So you don't change people's minds or change the world by canceling, blocking, silencing the opposition. Because what it really boils down to is all of us have more in common than we don't. So you can find that common ground by not censoring and silencing other people. Anyway, there you have it. I forgot to introduce myself at the beginning as Elizabeth. Peace out.